Dr. VNS Venkateswara Rao, working as an associate professor from the Department of Chemistry in Institute of Aeronautical Engineering, Hyderabad, 543. So today I would like to give the topic on the one of the important problems, nothing but numerical problems on the higher and lower calorific values of the fuel. That means it is a very important value for the choosing of the fuels for the required process. So first of all, before starting the topic, what are the contents involved in today's section? So first, in today's section, we see the introduction to the calorific value and its types, nothing but higher calorific value and lower calorific value. After that, it will be finished with the required model problems. Okay. So first of all, we see calorific value. So first of all, what is the meaning of the calorific value? Calorific value is nothing but the amount of heat released by the fuel when it undergoes the combustion reaction. That means fuel undergoes combustion reaction. So combustion is nothing but reaction with atmospheric oxygen. Reaction with oxygen to give products plus energy. That means this is nothing but a combustion reaction. So while in the combustion reaction, it gives the energy. That energy is nothing but a heat energy. So it is called as a exothermic reaction. That means combustion is best example for a exothermic reaction. Almost all the fuels involve this type of the combustion reaction, which are greater example for a exothermic reactions. What is the exothermic reaction? The reaction which proceeds through the liberation of heat energy. The reaction which proceeds through the liberation of heat energy. So that is nothing but exothermic reaction. That means every fuel when undergoes combustion reaction, it releases some heating energy or heating value. So that heating value is measured in terms of the calorific value. Now we see what is the calorific value. So calorific value is defined as the amount of heat produced by the combustion of unit mass or unit volume of a fuel. That means by taking 1 gram of fuel, that may be either solid fuel, liquid fuel or gaseous fuel, when it undergoes a combustion reaction, that means reacts with atmospheric oxygen to give combustion products like carbon dioxide and water vapor, then some amount of heat energy is released. That heat energy is nothing but a calorific value given by a fuel. So the calorific value is measured in several units, nothing but there are totally 4 units. One is calorie, second one is kilocalorie, and third one is British thermal unit. It is simply abbreviated as BTU, British thermal unit, and fourth one is nothing but centigrade thermal unit. So it is simply called as centigrade heat unit or abbreviated as CHU. Okay, so these are the units for the calorific value: calorie, kilocalorie, British thermal unit, and centigrade thermal unit. Now you see what are the types of the calorific values. There are totally 2 types of the calorific values. Calorific values is classified into 2 types. One is higher calorific value and second one is lower calorific value. Okay, now let us see definition for each and every one. First one, higher calorific value, next one, lower calorific value. So higher calorific value is nothing but whenever the combustion products are produced, after that it will be cooled down to room temperature. That value is nothing but higher calorific value. That means it is defined as the amount of heat energy produced by the combustion of unit mass or unit volume of a fuel when the combustion products are allowed to cool down to room temperature. That is nearby room temperature 24 degrees centigrade. And next we see lower calorific value. That means the products are produced after the combustion reaction and it will be cool to room temperature. What happens? Generally, what are the combustion products? Carbon dioxide and water vapor. Both are present in gaseous media. That means their evaporating takes place. That evaporation is nothing but allowed to escape. Allowed to escape. Now we see definition. It is defined as the amount of heat energy produced by the combustion of unit mass of a fuel when the combustion products are allowed to escape out into the atmosphere. That means combustion products are allowed to escape. So LCV does not include the latent heat of steam or water vapor produced. So it is the definition for lower calorific value. Now we see modal problems on the higher calorific value and lower calorific value. But what is the formula involved in the determination of higher calorific value and lower calorific value? That is nothing but a Joulang's formula. Joulang's formula. Now we see what is the Joulang's formula. It is the formula, the calorific value of a fuel, nothing but higher calorific value of a fuel is the total calorific value of each of the components. Secondly, 8 parts by weight of the oxygen combined with 1 part by weight of the hydrogen. So if oxygen also present, that is nothing but it must be present in the combined form with hydrogen as water, thereby decreasing the amount of hydrogen available for combustion. That means by oxygen divided by 8 parts. That means finally the formula is nothing but higher calorific value is equal to 1 by 100 into 880 into percentage of the carbon plus 34,500 into hydrogen minus oxygen by 8 parts plus 2,240 into sulfur. And already we discussed about the units mainly for calorific value is nothing but kilocalorie per kg. And LCV. So LCV is nothing but lower calorific value. So HCV minus 0.09 into hydrogen into 587 kilocalorie per kg. That means where 587 represents the latent heat of the steam or latent heat of the vaporization. Now we see model problems. So that is nothing but calculate the higher and lower calorific values of the coal having the following conditions. That is nothing but carbon is equal to 85%, hydrogen is equal to 8%, sulfur is equal to 1%, nitrogen is equal to 2%, ash is equal to 4%. Latent heat of the combustion of the steam, it should be equal to 587 calorie per gram. So they want higher and lower calorific values. So first given data is nothing but carbon is equal to 85% and hydrogen is equal to 8% and sulfur is equal to 1% and nitrogen is equal to 2% and ash is equal to 4% and latent heat of the steam nothing but that should be equal to latent heat of steam, that should be equal to 587 calorie per gram. Okay, so this is about the given data. Out of the total given data, the components nothing but nitrogen and ash. Nitrogen and ash, they should not involve the production of a calorific value. Only carbon, hydrogen, sulfur and latent heat of the steam involves the determination of the calorific value. So we consider the values of carbon, hydrogen, sulfur and latent heat of steam only for determination of higher calorific value and lower calorific value. Now according to Joulang's formula, we are ready to determine the higher calorific value, after that lower calorific value. So first we see according to Joulang's formula, HCV is equal to 1 by 100 into 880 into percentage of the carbon plus 34,500 into hydrogen minus oxygen by 8. Hydrogen minus oxygen by 8 plus 2,240 into sulfur. Okay, so this is the formula for higher calorific value. Now we substitute the values. 1 by 100 into 880 into, what is the percentage of the carbon? 85%. Plus 34,500 into, what is the value of hydrogen? 8. And there is no value for oxygen, that's why it is substituted as 0 by 8. Plus 2,240 into, what is the value of sulfur? 1%. So finally you got 1 by 100 into 880 into 85. You get 880 into 85, 6,86,800. And solve this equation. 0 by 8 nothing but 0 and 34,500 into multiplied by 8, we got 2,76,000. 2,76,000 plus 2,240 into 1 to get same answer 2,240. So by the combination of all these values 1 by 100 into 6,86,800 plus 2,76,000 plus 2,240, the sum of these three values we get nearby 9,65,040. 9,65,040. So that means it is divided by 100, we get 9,650.4 kilocalorie per kg. Kilocalorie per kg. So this is the value for higher calorific value, that is nearby equal to 9,650.4 kilocalorie per kg. Okay. Next we see the determination of lower calorific value. So lower calorific value is equal to HCV minus 0.09 into hydrogen into 587, where 587 represents latent heat of the steam. And what is the value of HCV? 9,650.4 minus 0.09 into hydrogen. What is the value of hydrogen? 8%. 8 into 587. So that means 9,650.4 minus the value of these three multiplication values 0.09 into 8 into 587. We get the value nearby 422.64. 422.64. So that means 9,650.4 minus 422.64, we get final value nearby 9,227.676. 9,227.76. That means this is the value kilocalorie per kg. Kilocalorie per kg. So these are the values for a given problem. So the higher calorific value is nearby equal to 9,650 calorie per kg, and lower calorific value should be equal to 9,227.76 kilocalorie per kg. Okay, so this is the solution for model problem 1. Now we see model problem 2. So that means a coal has the following composition: by weight, carbon is equal to 90%, oxygen is equal to 3.0%, and sulfur is equal to 0.5%, nitrogen is equal to 0.5%, and ash is equal to 2.5%. Lower calorific value of coal was found to be nearly 8,490.5 kilocalorie per kg. So calculate the percentage of the hydrogen and higher calorific value of the coal. Okay, now we see given data. So that is equal to carbon is equal to 90%, and oxygen is equal to 3.0%, sulfur is equal to 0.5%, nitrogen is equal to 0.5%, and ash is equal to 2.5%, and LCV is also given, that should be equal to 8,490.5 kilocalorie per kg. So this is the given data. Now they want the value of percentage of the first one hydrogen and next one higher calorific value. Now let us see the solution. So first of all we see the formula for LCV. So what is the formula for LCV? LCV is equal to HCV minus 0.09 into hydrogen into 587. So this is the formula for lower calorific value. So this formula is rewrite, you get HCV is equal to LCV plus 0.09 into hydrogen into 587. So now we substitute the values of LCV from the given data. So what is the value? 8,490.5 plus 0.09 into hydrogen into 587. Okay, why? Because they want percentage of the hydrogen. That's why we don't have the value of hydrogen as per given data. So that means 8,000 490.5 plus 0.09 into 587. So 8490.5 plus 0.09 into 587, the bracket value we get nearby equal to 52.8 H. 52.8 H. Okay, so that means totally finally the value become HCV is equal to 8490.5 plus 52.8 H. So the value of this higher calorific value considered as a equation 1. So again we calculate the higher calorific value from the Joulang's formula. So what is the Joulang's formula? So that Joulang's formula should be equal to HCV is equal to 1 by 100 into 880 into percentage of the carbon plus 34,500 into hydrogen minus oxygen by 8 plus 2,240 into percentage of the sulfur. So this is the formula for Joulang's. So now we can determine 1 by 100 into 880 into what is the percentage of the carbon? 90 plus 34,500 into what is the value of hydrogen? There is no value for hydrogen. Minus oxygen. Oxygen equal to 3 by 8 plus 2,240 into what is the value of sulfur? 0.5. Okay, so this is the substitution of the values in Joulang's formula from the given data. Now you can get 1 by 100 into the value for 8,880 into 90, you get 7,272 plus 345 H minus 129.4 plus 11.2. Okay, so this is the value, and one by 100 into we get the values nothing but 1 by 100 into you get the values finally 1 by 100 into 880 into 90 plus 34,500 hydrogen minus 3 by 8 plus 2,240 into 0.5. So this is the value substitution from the given data into Joulang's formula. Now we see the calculation. The values are becomes HCV is equal to, that is nearby 7,272 plus 345 H minus 129.4 plus 11.2. 11.2. So these values becomes HCV is equal to 7,153.8 plus 345 H This is also value kilocalorie per kg, and this equation becomes equation 2. Okay, and from equation 1 we got HCV is equal to 8490.5 plus 52.8 H, and from equation 2 we get calories values nearby 7153.8 plus 345 H. So both are the values for HCV equation 1, HCV equation 2. Now applying the condition, equation 1 is equal to equation 2. Equation 1 is equal to equation 2. What happens? From equation 1 we got 8490.5 52.8 H. 8490.5 plus 52.8 H is equal to 7153.8 plus 345 H. So by rearranging these equations, we got 345 minus 52.8 into H, that means common factor, and 8490.5 minus 7153.8. Okay, so now we can calculate the value of the percentage of the hydrogen should be equal to the subtraction factor. That means 8490.5, 7153.8. We got the value nearly 1336.5 1336.7 by 292.2. So we get the value 4.575. 4.575. So this is the value of the percentage of the hydrogen. Now this percentage of the hydrogen substituted in the LCV value. So that is nothing but by rearranging the equation, already you got HCV is equal to LCV plus 0.0 into hydrogen into 5, it is 7. So that means HCV is equal to, what is the value of LCV? 8490.5 plus 52.8 into 4.575. Okay, so 8490.5 plus 52.8 into 4.575, you got 241.6. 241.6. So by the sum of these two values, we got 8732.1 kilocalorie per kg. So as for the problem, they ask one is the percentage of the hydrogen and second one is the higher calorific value. So we got percentage of the hydrogen should be equal to nearby 4.575. 4.575, and higher calorific value that should be equal to 8732.1 kilocalorie per kg. Okay, these are the solutions for a given model problem. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.